Hello friends, welcome back to my channel once again. Those who don't know me, myself Abhijit Roy, I'm an ex-banker of 20 years and currently I'm trying to make you all understand financial thing in a very layman language. So I was just going through the market scenario as of now. So I think it's a very typical time where sometimes we often discuss what is the difference between an individual stock and a mutual fund. So without wasting your time, I will just share you my screen so that you can see. So when we talk about what is the difference between an individual stock or versus an mutual fund? The first thing we have to decide on investing in individual stocks or mutual fund depends on your personal financial goals, risk tolerance, time horizon, and the level of involvement in managing your investments. So here are some points for both options, whether you want to go for individual stocks or mutual fund as a whole. So in terms of individual stocks, if you speak, so there are a few advantages and disadvantages also. Like the potential for higher return is there. In individual stocks, have the potential to have higher returns, especially if you pick a well-performing companies. Some stocks can provide you sufficient amount of gain in terms of over a longer period of time. Then there is control over and customization. With individual stocks, you can have a complete control in which companies you want to invest in. You can tailor your portfolio according to your specific preferences. Thirdly, it's a higher risk. Basically, this is a disadvantage if you say, because individual stocks can be a bit higher risk, right? Especially if you don't know how to diversify properly. So if a company you have invested in performs poorly, it can lead to a sufficient loss for you. And in terms of individual stocks, it requires research and knowledge. Picking individual stocks requires a good amount of understanding of fundamental statements, financial statements, individual industry trends, and company specific factors. It can be a bit time consuming. An active management required. You need to monitor your investment regularly and be prepared to make decision about what to buy, what to hold, or what to sell. If we see as mutual fund as a whole, in terms of mutual fund, they do have a certain amount of advantage and disadvantage. Like there's a diversification. I think it's a very important function for mutual fund. Mutual fund pools money from multiple investors and invest in a diversified portfolio of stocks, bonds, or other securities. This diversification helps to spread risk, right? So suppose I am giving $1,000, someone, Mr. B is giving $1,000, Mr. C is giving $1,000, 3,000 is allocated, and it is then the fund manager purchases the stocks from the portfolio. So professional management is required. Mutual funds are managed by professional fund managers who have expertise in selecting and managing investments. And it is basically easier for a beginner to invest in mutual fund because it does not require sufficient time as it requires for individual stocks. It's a lower individual risk. While mutual funds are not immune to market fluctuations, the risk is spread among other multiple holdings also. So thus reducing the impact of a single company's poor performance. Suppose my company is not doing well, but my company B and C and D are doing well. So on an average, we get a good return in terms of mutual fund. The next point is a less active management required. You don't need to actively monitor every time your mutual fund, right? As a fund manager takes care of the same on a day-to-day management basis. The liquidity and convenience. Mutual funds are generally more liquid than individual stocks. You can buy or sell mutual fund shares on any trading day at the end of the day as well in the terms of net asset value. Basically, if you ask me, or rather if you ask yourself also, what should I do? Should I buy individual stocks or should I go on for mutual funds? So basically, there are a lot of people who basically have a mix of both stocks and mutual fund in their portfolio. This approach provides balance between potential high risk, high returns from stocks and also diversification of offered by mutual funds. So nevertheless, before making any sort of investment decision, this is crucial to assess your individual financial goals, individual situation, high risk tolerance, or the amount of time you want to give to the market, or what is your goal, whether it's a short term or whether it's a long term goal. So everything depends on your individual capacity. So you should, whenever you are trying to do, suppose you are going for any sort of this one, if you want to invest in stock or you want to invest in mutual fund also, you should speak with a financial consultant so that they can give you a better idea. Nevertheless, if you like my video and you like my channel, so do actively participate in my channel, and do like and share and subscribe my channel. Thanks a lot. Till the next time we meet, sayonara.